Hello, welcome in. How are you today? This is Morrachi. Today I'm going to be doing some fun stuff. We're going to be doing this bricks kit, and this is going to be Kuromi. Kuromi is like one of the Sanrio characters. After looking this over a little bit though, I don't think this is an official one, but it'll still be fun, I think. Let's see, so we've got Kuromi. There's 226 pieces in here. Let's go ahead and look at it. It looks like there's a lot of Chinese written on it, which I know can be difficult for some folks when they're looking at instructions. Last time I did one of these, the instructions were also in Chinese, which I was able to translate them, but I'll have to do it again this time too, I think, because it's the same brand and everything. All right, let's see what's inside. Got our pieces, cool, and we've got our stickers, sweet, they're super cute, and our instructions. Let's see if we can open them up. They're kind of wet. There we go. Here I can kind of zoom out for you so you can see more of it. And from the last time I did this, what I learned is that you build this in layers, okay? So the first layer, second layer, third, fourth, and you build up from there. Second of all, I learned that the little star, the little red star, means that that's the brick that you should start on. So in this case, it would be this larger brick down here because the little red star's on it. And on the second layer, it's this one, and so on and so forth. So that's how that works. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and sort all of the pieces out. I'll have another video if you're interested in just watching sorting and listening to that, sort of more like an ASMR thing. Otherwise, I'll just be fast forwarding for you guys right now. So, okay, we've got everything sorted out. Everything is here. I've counted out and sorted all of the pieces, so we should be ready to go. So let's go ahead and give it a start, shall we? So let's look at step number 1. It looks like we're going to need for step number 1 the big white 12 piece. And this is going to be our starter piece because that's where the star is. You can see that there. And then we're also going to need, let's see here, it's a little hard to see this. We might have to work together here for a bit, but we've definitely got a 4-peg white one, which should go on top and in the middle. There we go. And then it looks like we've got these kind, the ones that are sort of angled a little bit. Okay. And one is going to be on the side here, pointing up and out, so that the pointy edge is on this side up here. And then we're going to have more of those. We're going to have, what, 4 more on top above the 4-peg. I'm using these little tweezers that I have, but sometimes it might be easier just to use your finger to do this. Kind of depends on the situation, I guess. These are not super duper balanced, so they're going to kind of fall apart for me. And probably for you if you're giving this a go. So just take your time with it. There we go. Move those over. Looking good. Grab another one. Try to get it in its place. Oh my goodness, I might use my fingers for this first couple of bits. Okay. It really doesn't want to go together. There we go, perfect. Okay, next. Gotta get it to balance right. Oh my goodness, there we go. This should get easier too as we start layering them on top of each other as well. Because then they'll be connected to something like something sturdy, which is the base that we're currently building. So, take your time. Alright, last piece. Try to get it balanced before I put it in place. Alright, so there is our first layer. Good. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good. Layer 1. Looks good. Okay, now, once you start layering things, the bottom layer here on the picture is going to turn gray. You see that? The bottom layer here is gray. The second layer is going to be your whites and blacks. So here it says you should start with a 4-prong, placing it at the bottom on top of the 12th piece. And these are all going to be white pieces. So let's go ahead and place it. I might use my fingers as well as we do this. Okay, there we go. There's our first piece. Next piece, it looks like we're gonna have those weird little like duo square pieces. Let me show you those. These kind. And it's gonna be 1 peg up facing the sky and 1 peg out facing the bottom right here. I'm gonna use my finger for this. Woof! Just launching things out. That's okay. These are super duper small, so don't worry if this happens to you. You just have to put everything back in place, unfortunately. But like I said, as this gets built up a little bit more, it's not going to be as hard to put together because you're going to have that base that it's connecting to. Whereas right now we're just freebirding it. Like there's nothing to hold on to here. So let's go ahead and keep working on that. I might not be as particular since I already showed you how to do that first layer, but we'll just kind of get things back into kind of the right spot. That angle certainly does not help. Woo! There they go. There it goes, guys. There it goes. Alright, and then our last one kind of flung way away. My goodness. There, okay. I got our pieces back at least. We'll get them set later. So here's our other corner piece that I'm going to set. That one's also going to be facing up and out. I think I might just use my fingers for this one too. Make sure I have the right side here. No, there we go. Yeah, make sure you got the right spot, the right portion of the brick facing downward. This one, there we go, there we go. Took a little bit of finagling, but I got it there. Again, with these pieces. All right, cool. Next piece, we should start putting things, holding things together. We've got the 4 or 6 peg right here, which is going to go above here, which is going to keep this one in place. So I'm looking forward to that. So we've got our 6 piece. We've got another 4 peg, which is going to go upwards like that. A square, a 4 square, and the last one's going to be a corner piece, all of them white. Okay, so let's try to work this together. This might be rough, so we're gonna start off by trying to put these layers together. It's gonna be hard at first because, like I said, these aren't together. They're gonna be very finicky for now. Twilight says hi. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, so now you can see the pieces underneath. These 3 pieces are all connected to each other now. And these guys might be a little, like I said, finicky, to say the least. All right, good. Actually, we need another corner piece, I just realized. So let's go ahead and take that. Now this 4 peg is going to go right here, right next to where the 6 peg was, only it's going to be going vertically. Okay, and it's holding two pieces together. One of these 2 peg ones and the 6 peg one underneath. Oofda, this one's hard. This is a hard one, you guys. Now, we've got this 4 peg. The 4 peg's gonna go over here to hold these pieces together. There we go. Okay, here we go. You can see it's starting to hold its shape now, finally. We're also gonna need this 3-prong circular brick as well. It looks like I kind of missed that. It looks kind of like it's floating to me, but it is actually inset, so note to self. So let's take our corner, and that's going to connect these ones together. It's not gonna like it because this one's not connected to anything yet, so it's just gonna be kind of finicky. Ooh, and just squeeze it down. Hopefully it will. You can see that it didn't work here. See that? It should be underneath. It should fit together. Right up against the edge. This is not right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just squeeze it in. So now it's not protruding. Make sure it's nice and set, going in a squeeze. And we'll put our little pieces from below on the bottom layer back. And then this guy goes on the edge, but maybe I'll put the black piece in first. It does look very strange, honestly. I'm hoping this isn't like floating somewhere. It just seems a little odd, that's all. And then these ones, this corner piece, because this isn't actually being held by anything right now, which is why I'm a little concerned. Maybe on the 3rd level it'll all come into play. But for now, and that guy just goes there for now, I guess. So with that being the case, I'm gonna go ahead and go to layer number 3. And in this one, we're gonna need 2 of these angled white ones. There we go. 2 angled white ones, 4 of the shoe looking ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll also need 4 of the corner pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. And 1 4 peg. Perfect. Okay. So this one says we should start in the corner here with one of the shoe pieces. So we'll be connecting these guys here. Again, this is not connected to anything. I think that this 3rd layer is going to set that in place. So just hold off, don't worry about it too much right now. Okay, let's get started. So we got our little shoe piece, a little shoe guy. It's gonna go down here on the bottom corner facing outwards. Great. And then we're going to have one of these ones, the little corner pieces. And that's going to face, it's gonna be in the middle, but it's gonna be facing the shoe. Okay? Let's see if I can get it in there. Well, it'll probably help if I put it in the right spot. So there's gonna be 2 of these next to each other. There we go. Securing. Nice little squeeze. All right, looking good. And now go ahead and take your other corner piece and have that back to back with the other corner piece. Right next to it, right on the back. Here we go. And And we're going to take our little shoe pieces, and the shoe pieces are going to be inset inside of the L shape here. And the shoe is going to be facing outwards. Shoes facing out inside the L. And we'll do the same thing over here too. Alright, there we go. And then the final 4 peg, that's just going to go right on top here. Also securing in that black piece. Straight across. See? Lovely. So now I've got a couple of pieces that are kind of hanging out. These little L corner shapes, this black piece is kind of sticking out. We're going to move on to step 4. More black pieces here. So we're going to start, it looks like, with the bigger fat pieces, it looks like. These big fat pieces, we're going to get 4 of those. 2 of those, I'm sorry. 2 of those. 1, 2. The big, huge piece, that's like one of them. It's like 4 pegs and then a shoe shape. It's really long. And it looks angled ones. Yeah, 2 small angled ones that have the little like incline on them. Oh, here we go. And 2. Twilight says hi. He likes saying hi. He likes to make sure he's not ignored. All right, let's give that a start. So it says to start with this piece, and it is going to be in between the 2 shoes that we placed down. So it'll fit right on top and over the corner piece. See that? Very nice, very nice, very nice. Same with the other piece. Do that right over here on this side. Just mirroring it. Okay, there we go. And next thing we want to do is this guy. This is important now. Make sure that the little black knobby is on this side, and you're going to have the ledge pointing outwards, and you're going to place that right on top. See that? See where the knob is? Okay. And the final 2 pieces here are going to go, let's see here, it's a little awkward. Actually, oh, interesting. Okay, this is very interesting actually. So remember how we have our little like house, our little house triangle piece right here? They want us to take these, and this is interesting. I think I've got the wrong pieces here. I do have the wrong pieces. Here, let's get rid of these 2, put them back with their friends, because this is a different piece. We only have 2 of them actually. It's these ones. These ones. Gosh, there's only 2 of them. Only 2 black ones. They're gonna be inset like this, so they're like facing the house. That's so interesting. Wow, someone really thought this through. That's pretty cool. I might try to just do it with my fingers, because this is really, really gnarly small. Okay, there we go. That actually, yeah, there we go. That was not bad. All right. And that one. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. That's really cool. I like it a lot. All right, step number 5 is over here. I'm just gonna fold it a little bit. And we're gonna need for number 5, the caps, the circular caps, the white ones. Okay, 2 circular caps, 3 of the 1 peg pieces. We only have 3 of them, so we'll use them up. And then 1 of the flat, what would be 6 pegs, but they're flat, okay? And it wants us to start with a singular one, and place it on top of our little house pieces in the center. Right in the center. So it's kind of capping off the top. Okay. Next, we're gonna take the flat piece and kind of cover up the center, capping it off. If it'll let me, it looks like it's gonna be a tighter squeeze, so maybe I'll use my fingers for this one. Yeah, this is gonna be tighter. Okay, got it though. Ooh, yeah, that fits just right, okay. Next up, the single pieces. Those are gonna be on either side of the long, weird brick one. Just like that. Cool. And these little guys are going to go on the front on these little pegs that are sticking out right here. 1 and 2. I think this is the legs, little feet. I think I can kind of see it coming together. Little feetsies. The little jester hat collar. I can kind of see it coming together here. Alright, step number 6, looks like we need 2 of the curved edge pegs, 2 of the 3 peg curved edge black pieces, so 1, 2, great, and we need 2 of the sloped smaller pieces, which we have several of, 1, 2. Let's see, and it wants us to build it together first. Interesting. I think this is going to be the tail. It's very different, so it wants us to build it together. So let's start with the middle piece, which is this 3-piece one. And then on one side, we're going to make it look like a little house again. We're going to make it look like a little house. So just like we did earlier. So I'm going to put the angled one on the center, if I can. Oof. This might be rough, guys. It might be rough. Just be patient. Take your time. Also, it's very pointy. It kind of hurts to put this one together. Alright, I'll show you what I got. It's kind of hard to see, isn't it? See that? And now what it wants me to do is put the final piece not all the way underneath, but just slightly off, like this. I think it's going to be a tail. And they want me to put that on the little peg that's sticking out of the back. So yeah, it's definitely the tail. Just like this. I feel like that's not super secure, but that's what they want us to do. There we go. Step number 7. Oh, they're telling me this is complete. So this is complete. This is the bottom. This is the body. So you can set that aside. Cool. So step number 7 is actually building a new base. And what we're going to need for the new base is a lot of black pieces. We're going to need 2 4 pegs. 1, 2, and then 2 corner pegs. 1, 2, 2 6 pegs. 1, 2, and 4 T pegs. Where those are? 1, 2, 3, 4. And they want us to start with a 6 peg. This is going to be a little bit different. This is going to be a lot of base building first. Okay, so we start with our 6 peg. Next to that, we're going to put a 4 peg. Leave your T there, because what they wanted was take the T peg and put that in instead of the corner. There we go, and the other side too. Sorry about that. Okay. All right, popping that in. There we go. And now we still do need to use those corner pegs. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be tedious, guys. It's just how it is. There's nothing for these bricks to hold on to right now, so they're really just kind of floating around. Okay, the corner pieces are going to sit as an opposite L shape on top, right there. So make it an L, an opposite L, and sit it inside. Like that. Okay. And finally, we've got our 6 peg. Giving it some space. Giving it some space. And then we've got our 4 peg piece, which should go right here. Which I think will fit eventually here. But it's just going to be wonky looking until we can get them actually connected. Let me look at this a little bit more carefully, actually. Yeah, this guy needs to be an actual L shape. That's what I did wrong. Okay. This L, we have to reverse it slightly, so I'm going to move it back so you guys can see what I did exactly. So this guy, have it be an L shape. Put it back in here. Now we can fit in the 6 peg and the 4 peg so that it's kind of hugging it all together. That was a rough one. Be careful what way everything is facing and shaped. Alright, now we can go on to the next layer, which will hold these things in place because right now they're just willy-nilly. All willy-nilly. Alright. Step number 8, we've got lots of pieces here. So 2 4 pegs, 1, 2, and then 2 corner pieces, wherever they are. Okay, 1 and 2. Now 2 6 pieces, 1, 2, 2 T's, 1, 2. 2 4 pieces, or 4 2 pieces, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, and 2 3 prong, 1, 2. All right, and this one they suggest that we start down here, and it looks like we're gonna be overlapping things, so this might be a little bit more tricky. So we're going to start with a 3 peg piece. So let's take this slow because this is going to be a lot to look at. I'm going to leave the instructions right here so you can kind of reference it too. So we're going to have a 3 prong, and that's going to go right down here. It's going to go on the 6 piece, but instead of covering all 6, it's going to only cover 2. So it's kind of overhanging a little bit. All right. Now we've got 2 prong pieces that are going to go side by side here, right next to it, and that'll hold the 4 piece and the 6 piece together. I feel like I'm talking about buckets of chicken, but it's not. Anybody getting hungry? Okay, it doesn't wanna do it, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use my fingers. Sometimes the best thing to do when things don't want to work is just have at it with your hands. Yeah, this one's gonna be really tight actually. Okay, there we go. And then one more. And this is just gonna have overhang. Oof, 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 oof. So you see that overhang? There we go. Yeah. We'll just put that right back where we found it. Cool. Try to get it back to kind of how it was. Like I said, you're probably gonna have to manipulate this as you go. Work it around. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go to the next layer here. It looks like we're gonna do a corner piece on the inside here, and it's gonna be this shape. See that? This shape. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna put it right on the inside so that it's right at the beginning of our like free space here, and it's gonna be holding together 3 different pieces, so it's got a big job here, and this might be really hard to do, so just take your time with it. Don't get too angry. Use a gentle touch. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. That actually went pretty smooth. I feel like they're not quite in there. The L shape should look like this for this side. And be placed on top of the T. And that's going to hold several things together. There we go. Just kind of get everything set in place a little bit more. Good. Okay. Now up here what we're going to do is we're going to have a 3-prong, and I believe it's going to be similar to the other one below, so it's just going to take up 2 pegs and it's going to have hangover. There we go. And then 2 prong pieces. There we go. Good, kinda, hold on. There we go. One last one. This one's gonna have that overhang, so it's gonna be a little harder to put on, but it's still okay. There we go. Now, here on the corner, we're gonna put a 4-piece, and it's gonna be overhanging again as well. And a 6-piece that's also gonna be overhanging. Good, and we're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side. 4-piece on the bottom. And a 6-piece on top of that. I can use my fingers for this. That's gonna hold all this together. We can go ahead and squish it down, make sure it's nice and tight together. That completes part 8. Oh my goodness, look at us go. We've got all of this open space here, that's okay. And it looks like we get to flip over our paper to number 9. So let's see what we need for number 9. Number 9, we're gonna need 2 prongs, 2 prongs, 1 and 2, 4 3 prongs, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Followed by 4 T pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's take a peek at what we need to do here. Looks like they want us to start over here with a T piece in the corner. I'm so glad we have our secondary layer done, so now everything's going to be held together a little bit easier. Okay, so T piece is going to go right here. Just kind of holding a few pieces together, and we're just sort of building, it seems like. Looks like that one doesn't want to go in. We're having a little bit of difficulties here with the structuring of this. There we go. We might have a little bit of a problem here. It's not very strong, so just be careful. Okay, now let's go ahead and take our 2-piece and put it right underneath here on the under bit of the T on the bottom. And it looks like the one after that is going to be a 3-piece right next door. And we're going to put another T piece over on this side just like we did on the other. And again, maybe be careful with this. You might have to make sure that it's secure on the bottom. And now moving up, we need a 3-piece on the side, on the very edge. Okay. And a T piece, but it's going to be upside down, so we'll take this, put it right here, press it into place. That looks good. And we'll cross over. We're going to need a 2-prong piece first. Ooh, it's gonna get stuck down there. Gotta be careful. Okay. Looks good. And a 3-prong piece. We're just sort of doing the same thing around and around, it looks like. I think it's interesting how the inside is actually hollow. And then we we've got our other T-piece here. I'm gonna put it upside down, right on the other end, just like we did on this corner. And finally, our last 3-prong piece. There we go. That's how that looks. Can I give you an up-close look at it? Ooh, cool. All right, number 10. Number 10, wow, here we go. Getting along here, you guys, getting along, getting along. So we need 2 3-piece, 1, 2, then 2 4-pieces, if I can find them, there we go, 1 and 2, then 4 corner pieces, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then finally 2 6-pieces, 1, 2. Would you like any fries with that? Okay. Now it wants us to start on the bottom here, it looks like, with a 3-prong. Okay, this looks a little bit familiar, so let's go ahead and start with that 3-prong. And it looks like we're going to place it directly in the middle in the first area. So there should be 2 prongs on either side of it, underneath. And then we're going to take our, what's this? What do they want us to do? They want us to take our corner piece now and put it on this way, right up against it. No overhanging this time. And on the other side, do it mirrored. Okay, good. And we're gonna put the 4-prong piece on top, which all of them are gonna be connecting except for the one in the inside top. That's gonna be overhanging, but inside. Same on the other side. Okay, looks good. Next, we're gonna use our 6-piece, and that's also gonna kind of go in the inside, kind of cover up a little bit of the inside there. Same on the other side, 6-piece. Okay, looks good. Now we want our corner pieces again. This one's gonna go here, right up against, kind of hugging that 6-piece. Same on the other side, we want it to hug the 6-piece. Give it a big hug, squeeze, squeeze. And our 3-piece goes right on the edge here, right in the middle, filling in that little spot. There we go, that looks great. Looking really good here. Time for part 11. This is gonna be, let's see, we need 2 2-piece, so 1, 2, 11, 11, 11. Now we got a special one. This is the, oh no, where are they? Let me take a quick look here. Let me just really analyze this real quick. We've got a lot of different things. Okay, these ones. So the shoe pieces, we're gonna need 4 shoe pieces, regular size shoe pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're gonna need 1 corner piece. Corner, corner, corner piece. Where are my corner pieces? There they are. Okay, 1 corner piece. Followed by 1 T piece. And then 9 tall shoes. So look at you can kind of look at the difference here between the shoe heights. Give me 1 second to kind of put them next to each other so you can see the difference. See the difference? You're gonna need 9 of those tall ones. 4 shorties and 4 tall shoes. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That's like all of them. Also, you'll notice that there's another shoe type. It's like a wide shoe. That's not these. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so they've also got them kind of colorized here a tiny bit. It's really hard to see, but let's give it a go here. So it looks like they want us to start with a short shoe, a regular size shoe on the corner here. So let's find our regular shoe. Here's our regular shoe. And we're gonna go ahead and have it facing outward, and it's gonna be on the corner here. Not all the way on, it's like the second column. See that? It's not the first one, it's like the second. Okay. Now, the piece behind that is going to be... Oh, I just realized we forgot a couple of pieces. So we also need the slanted ones. We need 4 slanted ones, which are gonna be, let's see. Here they are, the slanted pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. This might be a more complex layer, it seems like. So, with number 11, piece 11. Step 11 is what I'm trying to say. We have the slanty piece here. We're gonna have that facing outwards, and then on the very edge here, on this very corner, and I'll show you a close-up of what I did just now. So you can see that they're facing outward. See that? So they're both slanting like up. Hope that helps. Okay, so that's there. What do they want next? Now they want the tall shoe. They want the tall shoe next to that slanty thing. Again, all of these are going to be facing outwards so that it's kind of like creating a taper. It seems like this is probably for the head, I'm imagining. Like this is going to be the beginning of the jester hat or something. I'm not entirely sure, but that's just a guess. Or just the head starting to curve inward. Okay, next up, nothing. We're gonna skip this center and then get another tall, yes, another tall shoe. And this is gonna be 1 over, so we're gonna give it 1 space and then another tall shoe facing outwards, just like the other one. Okay. And then we need our little slanty piece. Again, it's gonna be facing outwards. It's gonna go right next door to this guy. If I can get it in there. Ooh, gotta get it real in there. It's really tight, you guys. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, there we go. All right, so now that one's in there. And looks like they want a regular shoe piece right here, again facing outward. So here's our shoe piece, and they want it facing outward on the top, right there. Now, let's see, what do they want? They want the tall shoes. They want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall shoes here. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. I might use my fingers for all of these. Whew, 1. This might be a little hard to do because it's not going to have anything to hold on to on the inside. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. Those are all the tall ones. And now it wants a regular size shoe, again facing outwards. right on the very end. So this is what we're looking like now. Okay. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get our little slanty piece. It's a singular piece. And we're gonna be having this facing outward. It's gonna be on the very corner piece, on the very edge here. Just like the other side. It's gonna be like mirroring again. So we got our little one right there. And now let's go ahead and get our tall piece, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we got our tall shoe. And that's gonna go right next to it. Facing outward again. Then we're gonna skip a peg and then do another tall shoe. And then I grab the last slanty piece, face it outwards, and it's right next door. Oof, oof, oof. There we go. Now, next piece is going to be the last regular shoe. We're gonna put it down here, facing out, just like the other side of this. Look over here, like it's mirrored. And on the inside here, what we're gonna do is we are going to do the corner piece. Hold on a second, it looks really, really weird. Okay, it's a little strange. I don't know why they're doing this. But we're gonna do, it might make sense later. We're gonna do the corner piece, this guy right here. Make it this shape, put it right next door to our single slanty piece. There's gonna be a little bit of overhang. Okay? And now we're gonna take our T-piece, this shape, put it right next door, and this will also have a little bit of overhang. And our final pieces are these two prong pieces. They're gonna go in the space that we had left open, that we had skipped on either side of the tall shoes. We might have to do this one by hand. Or do this. Okay, something like that. There we go. Kind of hard to get that last piece in there. Probably should have done it earlier, but here we are. Okay, there we go. That's looking great. Yay! Step 12. Let's look at that. Step 12. My goodness. This is a hard one, you guys. So I feel like this is harder than the cinnamon roll one. Okay, so we're gonna need one 4 square. All right, there's 1 4 square. 2 corner pieces. There's our last 2 corner pieces. Puppy. Last corner piece. Then we got steps. 2 of the step-shaped ones. That's these ones. They're kind of weird. We only have 2 of those. Anyways, so there's that. Then we're gonna need 1 6 peg. Yep. And then 6 shoes. Where are our shoes at? There they are. Regular shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we've got almost. There we go. 6. And 2 3 peg. 1 and 2. Okay, and this time it wants us to start with the 3 peg. 3 peg, it looks like it's gonna go directly in the center, in the front, right here. And then after that, we're going to do a regular shoe, have it facing outwards, right next door to that, not overhanging though. or at least not overhanging outward. There's gonna be a little overhang on the inside. Oh geez, this is gonna be hard. Okay, there we go. And one more on the other side here. Okay, there we go. This, I think, is, I think this is a bad piece, actually. I'm gonna put a different one. The same piece, but a different one, because that one looks like it's messed up, actually. There we go. You can see that's a lot better. This one has, like, some jaggedy edges. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is jagged. Okay. There we go. Next piece here, we're gonna do another, looks like we're gonna do another 3-piece, but this is gonna go right next to the other 3-piece inside. Okay, it just kind of slides in there. That's nice. Followed up by another shoe piece, which is gonna go right next door to the other shoe. I'm gonna place it in here like this. Okay, there. And we're gonna take our corner piece, it looks like. Yes, we're gonna take our corner piece and we're gonna have that hug the inside. It's gonna overhang, I think. Yes, it is. It's gonna overhang, but it's gonna hug the piece we just put in. There's gonna be like a little space for it. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, this is really tight, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it's hugging. Can you see that? It's like hugging. Cool. Cool and crazy. Now, right here, we're gonna put one of the step ladder-like pieces right here. It's gonna be facing up. Oh, there it goes. It's gonna be facing out and up. Like this, out and up. And then on the back, as we keep going, we're gonna do another shoe piece facing outwards with all the other ones, or upwards, I guess you could say. Like that. Followed by a 4-piece, which is gonna go in here. It's gonna have some overhang on the inside. It's gonna be a very tight fit. This is just essentially, I think, holding these in place. Then the 6-piece moves right along in here as well, holding, oh, there it goes. Holding these guys in place. Kinda. And then we're gonna do another shoe on the corner, in the same direction as all the other ones on this side. Gotta get it squeezed in. There we go. Nope. Nope, not quite. I think that's good. There we go. Okay, now it's good. And we've got our corner piece, which is going to hug the shoe. I think, hold on a second, this one's a little bit harder. Looks like I might be missing one of the shoes. That's right, because we substituted out one of them. All right, we're gonna take our other shoe then and plop it in. Ooh, we got another shoe that needs to go on this corner. There we go. And then our corner piece, which is gonna hug our shoe. It's gonna have a little bit of overhang here on the inside. This might be very difficult. There we go. It does fit. It's just hard to get in there because it's not holding much. It's not holding onto much. It's holding onto like one peg. And then we're gonna take our other little stepping stair, put it into this empty space on the side. And that completes 12. And we're on to 13. So for 13, we're gonna take, looks like 7 of the sloped ones, the slanty ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then we're gonna need 7 shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, and 2 3-pegs. 1, 2, and 1 T. There we go. And it wants us to start off with the slanted ones. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with our slanted ones. And that's on this side. We're gonna do 3 inside where the 3-peg one was. And these are gonna be facing outwards, so we're slanting upwards like a house, like a roof. Okay, 1. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we've got our T-peg, which is going to go inside here, which is going to hold those 3 together. That's its job, and it's going to have a tiny bit of overhang on the inside. See that? Okay. Next, we're gonna have 2 more slanty ones that are gonna go in here, right next to the T. And again, those are gonna be like a little roof or house. Okay, woof, whoop, 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 whoop. Getting crazy, there we go. Okay. And then another one on the other side. Just reflecting that, mirroring that. Just feeling a little insecure, honestly. I'm a little concerned that the stability of this is kind of... Alright, there we go. That's good, okay. Now now we need the shoes. They're gonna go over here and face outward. Take those over. Let's grab a shoe. And this one's gonna be facing to the little pokey out one. How many of those are we gonna do? That, and then it looks like we're gonna put in a 3-peg. And the 3-peg is gonna go all the way out. So it's gonna be filling up all 3 pegs that are available there. Okay. And then we're gonna do another shoe on the other side of that, just like the other one we just did, facing outward. Okay. And then in this corner, we're gonna have a singular slanty one, filling up that little tiny gap right here. Oh, it's so small. It's so small, it's so small. And from there, we're gonna do 3 more shoes, just like we did on this side. So let's go ahead and put those in. 1, 2, good, 3. And for the last space, we're gonna take our final slanty one, making sure it's in the same direction as the rest. Pop right there in the corner, so that it lines up. Kind of try and get in there. There. Okay, now we need 1 more shoe, and that's going to face outwards towards the little, I don't know, whatever this thing is, the thing that's sticking out. We're going to take our 3-prong, put that all the way in so that it meets up with the other one. You're using all the 3 available underneath. We've got our other shoe. You're going to place that in the same direction as the last one we just placed. Like that. Cool. And that takes care of layer 13. Now we've got layer 14. What do we need? We need 2 flats that are longer, but not the longest. We've got the longest one here. You can see that it's a little bit different in size. The 2 smaller versions of that. And we want 2 3-pegs. Great. We want that long one as well. And we want a flat 6-peg, what would be a 6-peg. Flat 6-pegs. A lot of flat ones this time. And what we're gonna do is they want us to start with the big one in the middle. So it's not quite in the middle. It's kind of like, we're gonna put it off to the side here and leave space for the other long one. So this should take up 2/3 of the area. Here, let's see. Lets us, yeah, see that? So now we're gonna put the other one right here. Okay, looks good, looks good. And then we're gonna cap off these ends with the flat ones. The smaller flat ones. 1, and the same thing over here. 2, perfect. Almost, oof, doesn't want to fit. Had a bit of a tough time getting in there. There we go. Okay, and then the 3 pegs are gonna go right here and here to kind of level it off. Yay, looks great. Okay. Now 15, we're gonna need 2 2-pegs, 1 and 2. Here we go. Whoop, it's going all over the place. And then finally 2 shoes, regular shoes. Boop, boop. And what they want us to do here, it looks like they have 2 stars. That's interesting. 2 stars. So they want us to start in a particular place. So first off on this side, they want us to place the 2 prong piece on the very end. No overhang, but you're leaving 1 extra peg. And then they're taking the shoe, well, then they want us to take this shoe piece on the other end, fill up the 2 pegs. On this end, 2 pegs? No. They only want us to use 1 peg on this end, on this side. I think I see what they're doing here. Okay. I don't know why they want us to do that, because now we're going to take the other shoe peg and do the same thing, but mirrored on this side. I don't know why they wanted us to take our time with that, but okay. And then our last 2 peg, go just right there. And now it looks like this. I think we're building up her jester hat / ears. And 16 now, we're using the big fat ones, the big fat wide shoes. And it looks like they want us to have these facing inward so that the slope matches. Okay. Yeah. Looks good. Slope is matching, and then 17 are just caps. So these little, 2 of these little tiny singular caps. And that goes on the very tips here. And over here. Okay. All right, I think. And now they say, all right, you've got the head. Here's the head, guys. We got the head. Let's go find our body. And it looks like what they want us to do, finally, is to take our body. They've got the 3 pegs there. We've got our base for the head. And they want us to put it together. They want us to have these somehow inside of the grooves of the, if you can look closely there, there's the T pieces down here. Might be a little hard to see, but there's the T pieces. It wants those prongs to be in those T pieces. So let's go ahead and make sure that the squares are on this side too. Tail facing out. Try to get those pegs, the 2 pegs into the T spaces. Squeeze it together. Look at that! Look at that! Ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Now it says that we can put our stickers on. Awesome! So we've got 2 different stickers. We've got the winky face, and we've got this little face. I'm thinking, which one should we do? I did the winky face on Cinnamon Roll. Should we do... I want to have the cute little heart on her foot. So let's go ahead and give her the regular face. Let's go ahead and line it up. You want to line it up with the bottom row here, it looks like. So let's go ahead and try to line it up, kind of measure out where to put it. All right. I feel like this is a lot harder than the Cinnamon Roll one for some reason. There we go. Yeah, okay. That's what it looks like to me. And let's get her little skull on her forehead. You know, it might be easier if I did this. We'll get that nice and lined up here. Okay, right about there. There we go, and her little tiny heart on her foot, which is super cute. Absolutely love that. There we go. There she is! Oh, she's so cute! That wasn't so bad, you guys. It was a lot to, there's a lot of pieces in there that might have been a little confusing, but this turned out really, really super duper cute. So I'm super happy with this. All right, you guys. Well, there you go. Thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm thinking about doing more of these Lego building ones / brick building. I have a few new ones that I found, and I think that they'll be fun. If you want to watch my cinnamon roll one that I did earlier, that is also available. And I'll see you guys later. Thanks. This is Morrachi signing off. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.